Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're having a good day today. For today's little stream here, I'm going to do a little read of some comics that I've gotten. This first issue is called Unstoppable Comics by the Dead Princess Vicky Sinks. Issue 0. Written by JayDee Rosario. There you go. Manhattan, Lower West Side. Okay, first page here looks pretty good. I like the angle shots that the two characters are in. Look, they're in a fight scene. I'm going to have fun turning your bones to my next weapons. Then I'll carve up all your friends with them. Oh, yeah, you're gonna do think of that. Okay, nice impact frame there. The colors look nice. Got a bit of a struggle here. Nice uppercut to your chest. Some fight scenes. Getaway driver, come take her out. Nice to see that it's not a one of those comics where they swear but they don't swear. So at least that's a good thing. I got some banter here. Discover the heroes and villains of Unstoppable Comics, origins, powers, stats, and more. The official character guide, Unstoppable Comics. Ooh. 15 years after 15 years after the apocalypse in New York City, rats not the only thing that survived. New York versus the world. Okay, that seems like a Walking Dead kind of comic. Nice character pinup. The rain looks nice. The background looks decent. Huh. Vicky stinks. Real name unknown. Height, weight, hair color, eye color, identity. Former alias unknown. Power set supernatural. Application. Non-group affiliation. Non-place of birth unknown. First appearance dead. Princess Vicky Sinks Volume 1. Got a little origin story here. Vicky Sink's story doesn't begin at birth, it begins with a breath. Physical guess of life drawn. Inwood Park in Manhattan is Vicky's first memory to the best of her knowledge. Yeah, it's a good, interesting story there. And we got her powers and abilities. And now we have another guy here, a little gangster. Lion origin. Powers and abilities. Okay, not too bad. Another character here. Wendy. Okay, you got an origin, powers and abilities. Okay, that's good, nice. Any more? Osmar. These are some good. They're overly they're not too over detailed, but they have good information on them. And the powers and abilities are good. Like I wish, like this is what I wish. This is the type of stuff I wish the Ripperverse kind of had, like nice detailed info cards that actually had information and not just text on a piece of paper. Like give us like all this stuff is good to know about each of the characters, like their origin, the powers and abilities, and where they stack up with each other. Ooh, I might like this guide. Vicky and might be the first, but he might be a close second. Is here. Ooh, Redeemers. Mm. Witch Hunters. Okay, you're like a Garrick Geralt type of character. So Redeemers are my favorite. They might be my favorite so far. What we got here? Available now at BigDogInc.com. Princesses vs. Zombies. Infected by the supersteroid, the Edge, relevant Redmond is on a rampage, eliminating Richard Targabel and can strike a team placed between like superheroes. Storm Chasers. Storm Chasers is a different comic series. Vicky here. The Shield of the Interpreter. New York versus the World. And Dragonstorm. That's a good cover there. This Daybreaker. Back in the day, being featured in the Wizard wasn't just exposure, it was validation. It meant you weren't just reading comics, you were part of conversation and shaping the industry. Seeing a character from Unstoppable Comics grace that cover would have been the ultimate feather in the cape for our slow publishing house. Hmm. Okay, it's nice. Some good art there. Bad guy. Okay, that's it for this one. Okay, it wasn't really that much to show. Oh, wait, let me see here. Okay, so he's in Vicky number 2. Okay, not really much here besides maybe like setup. It was mainly more of a fight scene between Vicky and Bone Jacker, so not much really to eat in terms of the plot. So I would say overall, the pages look nice, even though there wasn't that much content in the comic. It was pretty okay. I would have to give the first issue. I would give this first issue. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10. Give it a 1. It wasn't that much in the first issue in this first issue, but issue 0. But I would say what gated up for me would be the character bios at the end of the comic for all these characters here, which I'm excited to see more of since I see some of them are going to be in the next issue and some are going to be in the second issue. So, without further ado, I'm going to go to the next one. Just give me a second here. Let me do that. Let me do this. Let me do this. And bam. Okay. Now we're on issue 1 of Vicky. I would say this cover piece, nice cover art here. Same for this one, because I could tell there's a nice comic book art. The hair looks nice. Reminds me of Rogue from X-Men Evolution. That gothic hair type of style. Now we got here. You got another comic piece of her finding the undead. Picking a chibi art. Okay, let's see if this one has any more stuff on it. Say it. Say it. Say it again just one more time. Okay, you got a little bar scene, looks like it. Ooh, good detail on this one. This is a good page. I can see the veins in his arms, showing me the detail that the artist showed. Artist did on this art piece here. Oh, that escalated quickly. Mm, okay, that looks okay, but not my type of comic I would consider getting. Interpreter. Looks like a Captain America kind of guy. Kind of superhero. We have one here for children. I'll skip that. That's a good scene there to end it off at. Any more info cards at the bottom? You can protect the world if you can't. Can you protect the world if you can't trust your allies? The Storm Chasers. I would think of getting, but I'm like, I'm not really into superhero stuff anymore after Marvel. Okay, I think that's it for this one. I would say this one is a much better than the issue 0. The plot, it had an actual end, a beginning, middle, and end to a plot line. Where her Vicky's vampire friends getting captured, perform a ritual, and she has to go and save them and fight off the cult. So this is a much better than the first issue 0. So I would say I would give this one. I'll give it a solid 6. Okay, so for issue 1, I would give this a solid 6 out of 10. So the last one here. Let me do this. Let me do this here. Where is it? There we go. Boom, 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 pop. Perfect. Now here's the latest issue here. Seems like she's going to be fighting a Redeemer. Issue 2, the current one. Let's see how this plays out, given the cover out here. She's going to be fighting a Redeemer, one of them Knight figures. So let's see how this turns up. Go and get something to eat. Ooh. Now I could tell that this is a much better quality than the last one on the first page. Okay, what else we got here? Got a nice sidekick. Okay, it's a nice change of tone here. That's the guy from the issue 0. It wasn't really shown, but his bio was shown. Seemed like he's more a crime boss type of guy. One second, guys. I'll be right back in a few minutes. All right, I'm back. Had a little Wi-Fi trouble there, so let me continue where I finished up. Wrap this up. There we go. Okay, it's getting interesting now. Got some medieval knight action here. Got the crest, that was quick. Okay, so these are the redeemers. Okay, so these are what the redeemers look like. Nice actions. Ooh, this is a good action scene here. Okay, got some action scenes here. Ooh, curse word. Some profanity. Ooh, it's a good page here. Okay, more of that, more of that. Oh, epilogue. Epilogue. Wait a minute. Okay, I thought she was gonna fight a redeemer. She did, but I got, it was a different kind of redeemer she was gonna fight. But okay, more mystery. So this plot, like it's gonna be ongoing. But overall, that's it for these issues here. I would say I like the newest second one much more than the last previous two. Like the art style improved. Like I can see the cover art for the second issue. Like look at this first page. Like the first page by itself, that was just a much crispier, more detailed comic page. I'm seeing more graphic gore scenes. So that not shying away from that, given in the tone of the comic series. But overall, I did enjoy this one much more than the other two. And I'm excited to see where Vicky's adventures go on. And there are more issues on the way. But overall, if I had to give it a collective, I would say for issue two, I would give. Given the improvement of the first two, I would give this a solid. I'll give it a 7. So I would give this a 7. Issue 1, I gave a 6. And issue 0, I gave it a 4.5. So those would be my ratings for each of them. Overall, I did very much enjoy this comic series and hope there's more in the future. So I'll keep my eye out for any more. And that's about it for this one. So until next time, have a good one.